Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Whitney Van Laningham, and honestly, you guys, I think Ms. Marvel might be a better YouTuber than me. True, Sloth Baby Productions only has like 2 followers at the beginning of the show, but I would watch the heck out of her 10-part Avengers series. And Kamala isn't the only one with video-centric social media in the MCU. We've seen several other instances of heroes and civilians' YouTube and streaming accounts. So today, I'm gonna break down all of them, who they follow, what they post, and even who else in universe they might be subscribed to. Let's start with Peter Parker, whose YouTube channel we first heard mentioned back in Civil War. Peter Parker being captured on film obviously isn't a new concept. With Parker capturing his own shots at the Daily Bugle throughout the comics and the Sonyverse, we know this character has always had an eye for self-made content creation. Even though Spidey working as a photographer is an absolute classic, it definitely makes sense to upload his action in video form. Seeing a guy hang upside down is very cool, but seeing a guy stop a 3,000-pound car from becoming yet another Marvel bus tragedy is way cooler. Seriously though, what does the MCU have against public transportation? Leave those poor vehicles alone, they didn't do anything to you. If you recall, Tony Stark showed up in Aunt May's living room looking for Peter, confronting him with a video of Spider-Man stopping a thief breaking into a car, followed by footage of him stopping a car from T-boning a city bus. If you look closely at the video that Tony shows Peter, it's marked active camera footage, but Peter attempts to cover for himself by saying, "You found that on YouTube, right?" The YouTube channel that uploads these videos is called Rocket Robinson 67, likely a play on Robbie Robertson, who debuted in 1967's The Amazing Spider-Man. This channel used to exist in real life and was used as a supplementary Easter egg/marketing tool, but the videos have since been taken down. Erik pointed out in one of his past videos that the top comment on the video is from a user called Tubins54 and reads "fake," and it might be Peter Parker's personal YouTube account. At this point, Spidey still is hell-bent on keeping his identity a secret, and for a very good reason. He likely wouldn't want any of his footage to live forever on the internet, and I can see him doing anything he could to dissuade Rocket Robinson 67 from perpetuating the knowledge of his skills and existence. This account may also be how Tony Stark found Peter Parker in the first place. When they first meet, Peter tells him that the YouTube video he saw was fake until Tony whipped out his own projection of the incident. As soon as Peter said that, I bet that Stark knew for sure that he'd caught him. Rocket Robinson 67 is subscribed to Waverly Films channel, aka director John Watt's filmmaking group, made up of other folks in the biz who he met at NYU Film School. These guys do sketch comedy and cartoons on their channel. Alan Tutorial, the channel whose video is autoplaying next, is run by Alan Resnick, who plays a fictionalized version of himself as a dude who films bizarre how-to videos. Then there's that one video from a BMX channel, so clearly Rocket Robinson's interests are sick as hell. However, due to the fact that we've seen Kamala's 2 subscribers' comments, Bruno's and Nikia's, I don't think that he follows her back yet. He hasn't laid eyes on those sweet, sweet thumbnails yet. If I had to guess, I'd say that Flash Thompson wasn't initially subscribed, but definitely subbed as soon as he found out that he could capitalize on all those live streams. Even though these videos of Peter would have billions of views in the real world, in the MCU it only has a few thousand. Obviously a few thousand ain't nothing to sniff at. It's the quality of the video, not the quantity of views in my opinion. But this tells me that Rocket Robinson 67 doesn't have as many followers as a larger channel. But perhaps that changed once Flashpoint was published. I'm sure that if Flash did see those videos, he'd tell everyone about them. Flash's live stream itself is likely on Instagram, Snapchat, or something else in that multiverse, judging by the vertical selfie view we see in the deleted scenes from Far From Home. Hilariously, Flash only filmed himself during all of those badass fight scenes, so you can't even really see Peter, Mysterio, or any of the fake elementals. As for who follows Flash outside of his classmates at Midtown High, I like to think that maybe Kate Bishop, Kamala Khan, and the other Gen Z heroes and hero fans also subscribe. But in my opinion, Kamala is definitely the more likely one out of those 2. She's definitely glued to Ant-Man's podcast, and has probably seen all of the in-universe documentaries, dramatizations, and other media surrounding the Avengers. Why wouldn't she be following someone who started live streaming about superhero battles on a class trip to Italy? I also have a headcanon that she totally bought Carol a definitive account of the Cosmic Avenger before things went sideways at AvengerCon. And you bet your sweet boots that Kate Bishop picked up a copy of I Was There because it boasts an interview with her bestie Hawkeye. Kamala Khan's YouTube numbers at Sloth Baby Productions might be low in episode 1, but like I said up top, I think she'd have thousands of followers in real life. Seriously, the animation YouTube community would absolutely eat up those adorable thumbnails. She'd be getting commissions like every day. Honestly, I would also kill to see her animated take on the What Was He Cooking thumbnail because she would crush it. And the stop motion she does with those cardboard cutouts and painted backgrounds are incredible. Not to mention, her editing is top notch and so is her hosting. That performance voice is dynamic. Baby girl would have me out of a job if I was in the MCU. So thank God I live in another dimension because I gotta work to feed Pugsley somehow, and Pizza Puggo always gets paid. I seriously can't believe that she only has 2 subscribers. And that they're both her two best friends. Not that their excellent taste doesn't count, but she deserves more views, damn it! She has a consistent upload schedule and clearly puts hours of effort into her videos. But we do have an idea of what kinds of channels she follows. Ones like ours. While I sincerely hope that Kamala is a huge fan of my variant on the MCU's new Rockstars, I bet she subscribes to every single Avengers-related media that she can get her hands on. Big Me, Little Me can't be the only podcast she's a super fan of. I think that any of our favorite shows in the real world are fair game to have a variant in the MCU. And I bet that Ms. Marvel has pretty much the same taste as all of us do. Zoe clearly has a lot more followers, and is apparently sitting at 100K. Although we haven't seen any of her media directly, it's clear that almost everyone at her high school and a lot of others are following her. Flash would definitely be following her, because even though they live like a whole state away, it seems like her reach stretches farther than just New Jersey with those numbers. She's an influencer, so any number of super and regular folks could be following her. Next, we have Thor, who definitely plays Fortnite. I know that yelling at someone on PlayStation isn't technically under the category of YouTube or social media, but I'm sure he at least has a Twitch account to watch live streams and playthroughs with Korg. We also found out via an Xbox commercial featuring Falcon that Thor's nemesis, Noobmaster69, is none other than Aaron, the Apple Store employee from the Winter Soldier. He says his cousin made up his gamer tag, but we all know it was him. My theory is that after meeting Cap and Black Widow in the flesh, he probably also started following every Marvel livestream that he could get his hands on. I'm not sure if Thor himself knows how to work Instagram, but Noobmaster69 probably follows Flash Thompson at the very least. Lastly, we gotta talk about Clev, the streamer on the bus in Shang-Chi. He probably got the idea to start after he successfully convinced Spider-Man to do a flip for him. 10 Bucks says that Ms. Marvel subscribed immediately after she saw this footage, and Flash probably did too. Some of the subscribers on the side of his live stream include the Tessa Bear, Koala Kana, The Real Joe of Oz, Cassiopeia, Lawyer Dad, Digital Lotus, Penguincita, Pineapple Pen 007, Oops Wrong Site, Vic 3205, Johnny Aces, Sunset, Glitterberry, Power of Crab, Auntie Darkness, Fast Car 30303, Climbing Guy 3000, Mohawk Koala, and Beep Boop. In his Shang-Chi breakdown, Erik theorized that Climbing Guy 3000 could be Peter Parker due to his climbing abilities and Tony Stark's daughter Morgan loving him 3000. He also thought that Agatha Harkness could be Auntie Darkness, due to how similar that sounds to her name and the purple background of the text. I'm also wondering, now that we've seen Ms. Marvel, if Koala Kana is Kamala Khan, because we know that she loves cute, lazy little animals, and it also sounds so similar to her real name. Also, you cannot tell me that Fast Car 30303 isn't the MCU's variant of Dominic Toretto, because you would absolutely be lying, and I won't tolerate or debate this. I think that Kamala definitely follows Clev, whether or not that's her streamer screen name, but Peter likely hasn't set up any new accounts since his identity was erased. Hopefully we'll get to see more of Kamala's adorable videos in future episodes, because I am definitely a huge fan. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Whitney Puppy, follow New Rockstars, subscribe to New Rockstars for more analysis of everything you love, and thanks for watching. Bye!